Hey, good afternoon, Perry here at Axe Equipment. We're in the test area today looking at our ultimate Sw50 model. This machine, like all Axe machines, uses a lay-down door with a built-in hot tank in the front. This particular model is our regular model. It's a 13 by 34 inch built-in hot tank. We're going to lay this door down. We use pneumatic door clamps, as you can see up here, all air actuated. With the switch, we're going to just open the door, and we're going to lay this spring-loaded door down. Now, what Axe has done is made it very convenient to get the turntable out. They give you a wheel here. Instead of reaching in sideways and pulling it out, you just roll it out with the wheel. Now, this is a 28-inch diameter turntable, 50 inches of clear vertical height here. If you can you get over here and look at this, how they drive this turntable? It's all gear driven. There's a gear drive right here. That meshes in here with the turntable. This has got a spring on the bottom that acts as a clutch. So if you would have a block or something fall over the turntable, it has a clutch mechanism on it so you don't burn out your turntable drive motor. The turntable, again, 28 inches in diameter. If you look up here at the manifold system, Axe doesn't use 90-degree pipes. They use radius elbows. Makes for a really nice water flow. And you'll also see this manifold is 360 degrees, and then you've got some here on the bottom also. These are your springs for your lay-down door. All these Axe machines also right here, you'll see we don't have any gaskets in the door. So these are all sealless doors is what we call them. So you don't have any gaskets to mess with. I'm going to roll this turntable back in. I'm going to lift the door, and I call it a one-handed door. We'll do it one-handed. So to get it in, we're just going to roll the turntable in. Just going to take one hand and lift that spring-loaded door like that. And then we're just going to close it with the pneumatic door clamps. Right over here is the filter basket. If you can get a shot here, this is what goes in the front. This is your 13 by 34 inch hot tank basket. Now all the water, we'll see, is going to flow down through this basket. It also acts as a filter basket. So if you would leave little cotter pins or gaskets or anything, this filter basket's going to catch all that stuff. And it's going to go right in here. So this machine has a 10 horsepower motor. 80 psi, flows 140 gallons a minute. I'm going to turn this pump on. You're going to watch the action of this water. So everything's going to come down through that filter basket and catch anything before it gets back in the pump or down on the floor. This machine's completely insulated. We build a 12-gauge cabinet. We put 1-inch insulation in, and then we skin it with some 16-gauge sheet. It's all powder-coated finish for a very long-lasting appearance. These machines, typically, you're going to get 20 to 30 years out of these machines. Given the proper care. If you want to come over this way, we're going to take a look at our electrical box. This machine here happens to be electric heated. We've got a digital temperature controller here. Now I don't have the heat on. This 54 degrees is telling us what the actual water temperature is right now, but you can set the parameters from 140 up to 200 degrees. Now we don't let you go any more than 200 because after 200 the water boils and wants to cavitate and not pick up water. So we set those parameters at 200. And then we set it, the low limits at 140. And those are by default done when you get the machine. Anything below 140 is going to foam. So you typically want to run your machine about 190 because you're going to get about a 15, even 20 degree temperature drop once that pump comes on. So you set it about 190. It'll drop to about maybe 170, 175. And that'll give you some good heat for some good cleaning. You got to have three things to clean: heat, a good turntable, and some pressure with water flow. Now a lot of people think I got to have a lot of pressure to clean, and that's not the case. What you want is a lot of water flow also. For example, when you go to the car wash, you don't really start cleaning your car until you get it really wet. And the same idea on these Axe machines. They produce a lot of water flow with some pressure behind it. So you've got your digital temperature controller, you've got your selector switch for your pump, which is wash, and then you have a jog. And what the jog does is, I'll lay this door down. Let's say I want to manually rinse in the machine. I can just set the jog, and so the turntable will turn, and that makes it a little easier for me to rinse my parts. Right in the center is off. Again, one-handed door. The top switch is going to be for your heat cycle. You'll notice it's got an auto, off, and on. Now, auto is inside the box over here. You're going to have this orange banded timer here. And you can set this machine to come on and off automatically with this timer. And you just set it. And when you're using it in the automatic mode, you're going to set it in the auto mode. If you want to turn the machine off, you simply put it to off. Let's say that you have it set on the auto, and you have it set to come on Monday through Friday. But let's say you come in the shop on Saturday and you want to use it, just flip it to the on position. That means it's just simply on. But before you leave the shop, if you want it in the auto mode, set it back to auto. So really nice, convenient controls here. You've got your 30-minute wash cycle right here. So everything is conveniently located. Back here, you're going to have an oiler and an air regulator. This oiler automatically keeps your air lines lubricated, and then the air regulator is the amount of air that is used to operate the door clamps, and that is about 80 psi. Now, if you can see, there's a little valve here, a little black valve. And what that is when the pump comes on, it will inject air from your steam vent. In the event you're getting a lot of steam out the door, it helps. You can just inject air and get the steam going up out of the shop. And that's standard with all the Axe machines. These machines are 10 horsepower pump on these. You can get them in 233 phase or even 483 phase. Little option here is an oil skimmer. It's an option for these Axe machines, and they're all built in. Now, this doesn't have a skimmer in it, but this is where the skimmer goes, and it goes right in this hole. And the reason we've designed it this way is so we don't have a big gaping hole for steam to escape out when the machine's running. So our skimmers all have a cover on there, and they are an option. And those skimmers, the way you operate those is, again, back in the box, you've got this gray banded timer here. So you can set that skimmer to come on automatically. And the best time to skim is when the water is cold. Oil has come to the top. Back here behind the box, there's a little 110 volt receptacle, and your oil skimmer is going to plug into that, and then that gray banded timer will power this receptacle. We'll look in the box here. They've put a really nice box together. You've got thermal protection and short circuit protection for your pump. You've got short circuit protection for your heater. You've got short circuit protection for really all the drive motors, the heaters, the pumps everything's controlled with thermal overloads and short circuit protection. So a very nice put together electrical panel here. A couple other things. These electric heating machines all have low water controllers here. And what that means is, in the event you get a low water condition, it'll shut that heater off automatically. That way you don't burn your heater out. These heaters are all stainless steel heaters. They should last many, many, many years. Little convenient step axes put on here. I'm going to open this door back up. I want to get up in my cabinet. You know, I've got a handle here and a little step here. I can get up in here if I need to rinse or do something inside the cabinet. Again, I'm going to go to my one-handed door. Just hit your close. These, again, these machines are all insulated, and you can get it again with 3 different sizes of hot tanks here in the front. 13 by 34 for, say, cylinder heads, 24 by 34 for a couple blocks, or even 24 by 55 for 3 blocks. It just depends on what your needs are. Again, you know, you get a lot of agitation when you've got this pump going here. It's like an agitating hot tank. A little lock here for the hot tank lid. So the folks at Axe have really thought out a lot of the small details, like your steps, you know, your spring-loaded doors, your convenient controls here. Great machine, a lot of bang for the buck. You've been getting 25, 30 years of use out of these, and even more. So it's it's going to be a long-term use. So for the best in cleaning, call Axe. That's 1-800-251-0018, or visit us on the web at axeequipment.com. Thank you.